Hey everyone, welcome back to the Resell Brothers channel. If you're new to the channel, me and my brother Tony are both full-time resellers. We did over $600,000 in sales on eBay and Poshmark last year. But today we're excited to give you guys an exclusive sneak peek of our top women's brands to sell on eBay and Poshmark. Now this guide has over 100 of the best women's brands on it to resell on those platforms.
This is a guide that's going to go over the best women's brands. Like you said, we're going to go over sell-through rates, sale prices, and we're going to also go over the kind of stuff that is in that brand that does sell well. So also we're going to have the sheet available to you guys. You can download it, and yeah, so you can use it at your leisure.
And the link to that is in our link tree. It's a Gumroad link. You put in your information, and then you go over and download the sheet. Also, we have pictures of the labels, so you can see what the actual labels look like on those items. But before we get into the list, your guys' input is crucial. As we continue to refine this list, tweak it, make it as good as we possibly can, we want you guys to give us suggestions. So comment the brands that work best for your business, the brands that you guys have found that maybe aren't on the list, so we can keep our eye out and update the sheet as often as possible to give everybody the best insights possibly available.
This sheet does normally take a pretty good amount of effort, and so we're not asking you to donate. You don't have to. If you don't have the funds, that's totally fine. But if you feel so inclined to give us a small donation for the time and effort we put into this, that would be very much appreciated. Like I said, not necessary. We're not asking for it. It's just totally up to you. So. All right, guys, we're going to start diving into this list. It's your boys, the Jabroni Phony Braggers here, a.k.a. the Resell Brothers. Shout out J-Rock. So we're going to just dive right into this valuable resource, and hopefully you guys will get a little bit of something out of it.
All right, this is just the landing page. We're just going to pick through these. Obviously, there's a bunch on the list, so this video would be forever if we went through all of them. But we'll start off with American Giant because it's the first one. It's a good men's brand as well, but they also sell women's clothing. Sell-through rate's not quite as good at 41%, but it does sell for that $28 to $50 price range. So if you're getting it for a decent amount of money, you should be able to make a decent return on investment on American Giant.
Might as well do some Arc'teryx. They do women's as well. So 63%, not as high as the men's, but still high dollar amount, still gonna sell for you. So,
ooh, Lilly Pulitzer. We might as well do this one. Lilly Pulitzer is definitely a bread and butter brand. There's a lot of it out there. It's really easy to identify because of the bright, vibrant patterns on almost all their pieces. The higher end stuff, so like silk, linen, cashmere, that kind of stuff, is going to sell for more money, 70 plus, but most of your average items are going to be between that $20 to $50 price range with around a 33% sell-through rate. If you promote, I'd probably say it's around 50%, but decent sell-through rate, not great, but it's definitely a bread and butter pickup.
Next we got Eileen. Everybody
like
loves Eileen. I don't think it's anything like Lilly.
Well,
it's
kind
the
of.
exact opposite in style.
Sell-through rate similar.
It's the sell-through rate similar, but you can increase that sell-through rate a lot by materials and by size. Nicer, higher-end materials going to increase the sell-through rate and the price. Also, if you get anything like an XL and above, that's going to increase it too. So always be looking out for that plus size Eileen.
Vuori is like a men's brand mostly for us, but they also sell women's clothing.
Sell a lot of women's clothing.
Yeah, we don't see the women's clothing as often, but when we do, we always pick it up. So 230% sell-through rate. So great sell-through rate between that $40 to $60 range, and pretty much everything they sell is athletic wear. So that's the best in this brand.
You gotta grab Vuori while you can. Eventually, it's gonna be the next Lululemon where it just has a ton of stuff on, and it's not gonna sell for as much. Let's see. Next we have, I'll do Alex Mill and SmartWool. Seems to be very similar, especially in price and sell-through rate. SmartWool is always like the outerwear. They have the wool blends, the wool capeline kind of situations.
Mint, they got mints.
Yeah, so stuff like that for SmartWool. And Alex Mill, they got the jackets and the tops. And so yeah, just be on the lookout for that kind of stuff.
Good outerwear stuff. Sims, this is a fishing brand, mostly men's, but also sell women's. Rock Revival, almost all jeans. The best things in this brand are going to be jeans. So between that $35 to $70 price range, definitely a great women's jean to sell.
Not as much as the men's.
Yeah, the men's are better for most stuff.
Faraday, Outer Known, Roback, all prominent male brands, but
and Peter Millar.
Yeah, Peter Millar too. But Faraday, Outer Known, and Peter Millar do have slower sell-through rates. Granted,
Roback is killing it.
I think the wintertime helps Faraday, Outer Known more than the summertime right now, so I think those are going to be down, but in the wintertime they will go up. And then Roback,
we're learning
staying
that,
strong,
yeah,
252%, even in the women's. So
Johnny Was is a great women's brand. They have a lot of different sublines of this brand, but Johnny Was is a great brand. 47% sell-through rate.
Gone down.
Yeah, it's gone down a little bit. I think people are asking a little too much for it, which is why that sell-through rate is down a little bit. But still a great brand. $60 to $150 plus. Pretty much everything in this brand is good, in our opinion. We got Luna Duluth Trading. I'm going to pick out the more substantial ones. Aviator Nation's one that you guys can actually find. We've found it several times. Not a lot, but we have found it several times. And every time we find it, it sells really quickly for a lot of money. 138% sell-through rate. And all their pieces have this AV logo on. At least everyone I've seen has had that logo. So it's pretty easy to identify.
Judy Blue jeans always sell, just don't pay up for them.
Yeah. Anthropology has really fallen off. I mean, they used to sell like crazy. Now it's like a 17% sell-through rate. So
all these low sell-through rates in women's brands, they can be made better, specifically if you stack different qualities that make the
keywords
piece better.
Yeah.
Like if it's a plus size piece, if it is
baggy,
more on trend, and 3 if it has better materials.
Yeah.
So a lot of these you'll see at 17% sell-through rate. Really, you can bump them up probably closer to 50-60%.
Yeah.
If you can find the right pieces.
Yeah.
That just brand as a whole is what we did. So
that like Fat Face. Now Fat Face sounds like something Tony would call me, to be mean, but it is a pretty decent clothing brand with a 53% sell-through rate, that $20 to $35 range. So this is like a bread and butter pickup. You're not going to get rich off of it, but it will be a consistent seller.
I've never called him Fat Face in my life.
He's thought it. I've heard
Not
it.
one time.
I could read minds.
Let's see.
Mint Velvet. That's kind of
Mint Velvet around 50%. Biomaterials.
Let's find one that sells for a lot. Ted Baker. I mean, it's decent.
Filson's not as good as the men's, of course, sell-through rate-wise, but still.
We've sold some Peruvian Connection. The higher-end materials like the wools, cashmeres, and the Peruvian alpaca, whatever, any weird, obscure material in Peruvian Connection is going to sell quickly. Yeah, hamster.
Gerbil.
Christy Dawn, that's $70 to $150. So these are dresses. Christy Dawn, it's kind of hard to find, but if you do, you're going to hit that $70 to $150 price range.
We got Wiggy Kit.
We've sold some Veronica Beard too.
Yeah, Veronica Beard. It's just one that, I think it's kind of fallen off a tad.
Let's go.
Wiggy Kit.
Let's go to Wiggy Kit. Let's pull this baby up.
Well-known dresses. Well, I don't know how well-known it is right now, but...
Yeah, there's only 27 on, but they sell for a lot.
62
sold. So definitely good. Dang, 318. Yeah, this is a nice brand.
Wiggy Kit.
Ooh, Frank and Eileen. Tony, you want to talk about Frank and Eileen? I think you know more.
I think I'll start talking about it, and then you'll interrupt me and finish it. Frank and Eileen, it's women's tops, basically. It's the main thing that you're going to find out of there. If you find something silk, if you find something, because especially right now, the lighter weight materials, and if you can get them new, they can sell for a whole lot. But even the just plain ones, we've gotten $35-40 for like basically just a basic cotton top. So you can do pretty well with Frank and Eileen.
Frank and Eileen, do they sell men's clothes too?
I don't know.
I think they do, but they're like, I don't know how to differentiate because the sizes are kind of weird.
Aloe Yoga.
Aloe, should we do that?
No, just throwing it out there. A lot of people know about Aloe now.
Cotopaxi, 100% sell-through. Dixon, they make women's flannels as well.
Don't do anywhere near.
Not as good.
Yeah.
No. Cages, I threw this on here because they were selling for a decent amount, but 13% sell-through rate. This is if like you're really running low on inventory and you want to pick something up. You can grab Cages and women's. The sell-through rate did look absolutely horrible when I looked it up, though. But I added it because
Icebreaker, same thing. Magnolia Pearl is always good. Very lag and look brand. So it's probably one of the main well-known lag and look brands. A lot of the time, lag and look is style-based, not necessarily brand-driven. But Magnolia Pearl will be a good brand-driven lag and look.
And that's another brand that you're going to get over $100 for. So you can pay up for Magnolia Pearl, and it's 154% sell-through, and it definitely will sell.
Pretty common. I think most people know about Magnolia Pearl nowadays.
Smythe, they got blazers for $100 to $300. We looked this up. Women's blazers, I'll tell you what, they'll sneak up on you.
J. Crew women's blazers do okay.
And they're easy to find, too. Look at this. Crazy looking. 150,
Crazy
119,
looking.
425. So these are really cool looking. Definitely a BOLO brand for sure. Only 981 on, so it's not like there's none out there. 981 is a decent amount on, so you will be able to find it maybe once a year. St. John, we sold that sometime.
Yep. So a lot of these are IBKUL.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so that's a brand by KUL.
Like right below it, right there.
Yeah, it's the I want to say it's more like an athleisure style.
Yeah.
So yeah, IBKUL has a really high sell-through rate, especially in women's. I don't know about men's. I think men's still is pretty good too, but definitely good in women's. We sold quite a couple. I found a couple IBKULs.
Billy Reed, Baya. This is one of those Johnny Was offsets here. The Baya.
Diffusion.
Yeah. Free City. This is a really good one.
Sounds like Batman.
Free City is a brand I saw from another YouTuber. I just casually watching a YouTube channel, and they brought it up, and I said, well, what the heck, I've never heard of this before, and it was really good, actually. So if you go over here to the women's, Free City, 21,000 on. I don't think, let's see here, 21,000 on, 3,100 sold. I believe I had to filter the brand.
Yeah, a lot of times with women's,
I missed it.
See a bunch of free people are coming up, so if you...
Free City, only 544.
Yeah, you got to go to the actual brand.
Yeah, it's selling for a decent amount. I think the hoodies are the best, if I remember correctly. Yeah, pants and hoodies are the best in this brand. 100% sell-through when I looked it up. I think it still is, but maybe I should double check that. So there is, in the women's clothing, there is 346 sold, and there is 363 on, so almost at 100% sell-through rate. Free City was a really cool brand that I had not seen before, but it's pretty easy to identify with that really blocky looking font and the bird.
Mother jeans. I think a lot of people know about actually almost everybody knows about Mother jeans.
Yeah.
As with all the jeans, women jeans, skinny stuff, not going to do as well, but Mother will still do okay with skinny for when I've seen other people. We haven't found a lot of Mother, so I'm not 100% sure, but mainly find the baggy and the flare and boot cut and stuff like that.
Didn't we have a new pair of Mother jeans that took forever to sell?
Like one. So, but
Affliction, a decent brand.
Goldie.
Let's see if we can find. Oh, this is a crazy sell-through rate.
60. It's not crazy. It's not crazy.
I mean, I didn't mean to say sell-through. I meant to say crazy average sale price. Another one of those dress brands. It seems like the brands that have really substantial dresses have the highest average sale price in the women's category. That's pretty self-explanatory. Instead of what, size 6, okay, moving down. These are crazy looking pants. So kind of like a boho looking brand here. Silk drawstring pants. Obviously, that's going to be super expensive.
What's boho stand for, Christian?
Boho? I don't know. What's it stand for?
Bohemian.
That's what I said. All right, we'll keep scrolling on down.
Kuiu. Kuiu's always good. Free People Movement's going to be better than Free People. So is Free People Beach. Kuiu's always good. They're kind of a tactical style brand as well. They do a lot of hunting and firearm things. So yeah. Kuiu's good.
All right, guys. There's quite a few left on this list, but we're going to go ahead and let you guys click on that link and check it out for yourself. Yeah, thanks for watching. And if you got anything out of this or anything out of the list, feel free to donate. And if you don't want to, you don't have to.
That sounds like the end of a sentence. Sounds like you stopped in the middle of a
Do you have
sentence.
anything to add, Tony?
No, not really. Just keep selling stuff. You know, keep buying, listing, high sell-through rate stuff.
Wow.
Yep. Because I think I was talking to Christian about this earlier today. That I said it's something I wanted to say, but I have never. Well, I kind of said it on podcast, but I feel like people complain about the algorithm and how your store's not getting traffic, and I've seen people say that it's the age of the store and newer stores do better, and our store's 20-something years old. Our mom made it back in, like, what was it, 2001 or 2002 or something like that.
Yeah, a long time, yeah.
So we have an old store, and we sell a lot of stuff, as you guys know. So I think it's, if you have a lot of items, say 10, 20, 30, 40,000 items in your store, but they're low sell-through rate items, they don't necessarily sell for a lot, maybe $20 or less. What's eBay's payout there? You know, are they going to push traffic to the store with somebody, you know, that has all low sell-through rate items, and if something does magically sell, what do they make, $2 or $3 versus somebody that, I mean, maybe they have a lot of items, but the stuff sells for $200, so they make more money on it. I mean, I think they want to push to the people that they're going to make the most money on. So high sell-through rate clothing that are going to get pushed through over and over and over again, they're going to get more money out of that. So if you can find items, not saying everything sellers are going to do bad nowadays, but just finding stuff that is still good, not just buying everything because everything sells on eBay. I don't think that's necessarily the case anymore. Being more diligent about what you buy and working the algorithm to your advantage, of thinking in the perspective of eBay and who they want to push traffic to, versus like they should just push traffic to everybody the same. I mean, in theory that would be great, but they want to make as much money as possible, so they want to push traffic to the people that are going to make them the most money. So if you have a high sales conversion rate, I think they're going to push more stuff to you. So, and that's just been our experience. I feel like we have a high conversion rate, so I feel like we get a lot of traffic compared to some other people, but it's just our experience. So yeah,
this has been Tony's soapbox.
Yeah, I'm gonna step down. So
yeah, that's all we got, guys. Check it out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Fireworks.